excited about Okada and Jay White. I know
me too.
Some people aren't, and I don't know why, because I've heard some stuff about, I guess some people aren't interested in Jay, which I know some people don't watch Strong. We've talked about that. But if you don't watch Strong, you've missed a lot of, like, the USofJay stuff he did last summer was fantastic. Like, he had incredible matches during that run that a lot of people slept on. And so I think it's hard to.
He's a really smart wrestler too. It's like he knows where he's supposed to be, and he's like such a good heel. He's such a dick. He is.
He's
my god.
He's probably my favorite heel. And I do like
MJF
a lot, but I think Jay is a different type of heel.
Yeah.
Jay doesn't
like him doing the thing with the audience through this whole thing.
Just like, haha, you can't cheer for me. You have to be quiet. I can be loud, but you can't. Like that, playing into that, I think was really smart.
Amazing.
And then he is the USofJay. What was his other one?
He sold out Madison Square Garden.
He did, but there was another Jay. He did another play on his name, and then there was he did
the Switchblade era.
He did the come to Jesus that he was doing. There was another. It was not Good Morning. What was that? There was another Jay one that he was doing another play on his name that was just really funny, and I loved it. And Brad said, "I'm a big Jay White guy. I think him being out of New Japan proper for so long has hurt the build. And Okada feels like he's like going back to the status quo as amazing as he is." I can see that. I can see that, and I do think it maybe hurt the build. But I guess
I've seen them wrestle a lot, so I mean, I've like the 2 times I've seen Okada live, he has been wrestling Jay.
Thank you, Brad. That's what it was. The ToJay show. I knew it was a reference to a morning show, and I could not remember.
Pretty good.
Thank you. Yes.
Anybody that can work their name into that many different, I'm a Portmanteau fan. I'm very big on that. So you just keep that right up. I love watching. He's one of the people that like helped me realize watching him. I watched him and Ospreay wrestle at an anniversary show one of my like early years as a New Japan subscriber. And it just like suddenly, it was like I had this like revelation of like, oh my gosh, I totally get wrestling all of a sudden. It was like I had all this information, and I read a lot of wrestling history, and I do enjoy like the bios and stuff, not the people passing away, but Dave does an amazing job of doing the bios about people. Even the Vince bio, actually, when Vince just stepped down, that was, that was unmissable.
It was
like
really good.
Unmissable reading. He does such a good job with that sort of stuff. But then like I was watching this and I was just like, God, I love that. And then once you hit that point, I think if you can't that person doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And I am pro Jay White. I will never. I have always no problem with him.
I'm always pro Jay White, and
I think
Jay White is incredible. Like some of the heel work he was doing a couple years ago when people thought he was going to WWE, and I was like, that's not what he said. He said he's taking time off because he hasn't been home in 2 years. Yeah, but I was like, he's playing these people like a fiddle. But even leading up to that, like that was some of his best heel work. But yeah, so I get like Brad makes some very valid points, and I totally get it.
Yeah, totally.